Welcome to Nelly's Nerd Cave, and on today's episode, I've bought the wife a brand new computer. It's time for her to get an upgrade. So, let's see what we've got. Within this box, hopefully, is a complete system. Now, I've gone with something that hopefully she can use for her work. Basically does teaching, lots and lots of admin work, lots and lots of marking, but it's all done online. So she needs something that's going to help her get that. So what I've done here is I've bought in an Acer XC-895. Now this is supposed to have a 10400 in it. So when you look at the internet and you go through Amazon and things like that, a 10400 sells at 159 English pounds. And I just bought this entire PC for £135. That's £24 less than the value of the actual CPU by itself. This is supposed to come with 8GB of RAM. So let's have a look and see what we've got. It's supposed to have 8GB of RAM. It does have built-in graphics, and it's supposed to have a 1TB hard drive. So well packed, as we can see. Very nice in its original box as well, which is good. Out. Fabulous. So this is the Acer Aspire. It looks like it's one of the small form factor computers that they sell. Now, this comes from a very well-known British second-hand store called CEX. Okay, and although sometimes this shop can be a little bit pricey, you tend to find that sometimes you have these little gems like this one here. Like I said before, the processor alone is worth £150, and they've sold me a whole system, including RAM, graphics, etc., for £135. So let's see what's in the box. So in the box we have all the original brackets that come with it for adding extras such as a SATA drive. Even comes with the front plate for the CD-ROM, DVD-ROM. Not that we're going to put one of those in. What else? We have a power cable. Oh, that's nice. And HDMI. It's not every day you get HDMI in one of these builds from a second-hand shop. And here is the entire system. Very, very small. Just pop this down here. Very, very small. Very, very compact. Now, on first impressions, it's got a few scuffs on the front, but they look like they might polish out. It says it's the Core i5 10400. It's got a little bit of something sticky on the side, which I'll need to get rid of later. It says here on the original sticker that it's got Bluetooth built in, it's got Wi-Fi 6, which is good. It's got an SD card reader, 1TB hard drive, 8GB of DDR4. It has an Intel UHD graphics 630, which is built into the Intel chip, and it's got a 10th gen i5 10400, and it says it comes with Windows 10 64-bit Home Edition on it. We are going to have a look and see what's actually on this machine. If we turn it around to the back, we can see we have our normal power. Obviously it's a very small power brick. We are going to have a look inside, see what types of skin cells it's left us behind. It has 2 HDMI ports. It has 6 USBs. 4 of those are the blue USB 3, which is fantastic, and 2 USB 2s. This is supposed to be gigabit Ethernet, so we'll have a look at that. Your normal sound outputs there. And again, on the front, if we look properly at the front, we have our SD card reader, Oh, we have USB 3.2. That's lovely. Not sure what the specs are on that one, because it might not be that it's 3.2 exactly. It might still be just USB 3. One USB 3 port, headphone, and separate microphone. Not a combo jack on this one, like what a lot of headphones are coming with nowadays. They're coming with the combo jacks with the TRRS plug built in. So like I said, £135. Now, this has come at a great deal, and now you're probably wondering, how much was postage? Surely postage was an awful lot. Really good with this shop. So CEX within the UK, even though they provide second-hand things, and like I've said, they can sometimes be a little pricey, every item that you buy has a postage price of £2.95. Everything. So really, for certain things, such as a processor, which is very small, £2.95 is a bit much for postage. But for something this big, in the box that it came in, is ridiculously cheap, especially within the UK. You know, it's not light, it's quite heavy, so £2.95, fantastic. I'm assuming within this system, with it being 8 GB of RAM, that's in a single stick. But again, we're going to open this up and we'll take a look and see what it actually looks like on the inside. Now, let's have a look at what's on the inside and see what we get. Okay, so here I am back in the nerd cave, no longer sat in the dining room. And like I say, we're going to open this up and we're going to see what's inside. Hopefully, like I say, there's 2 sticks of RAM in here that are equal to 4 GB each, so that we can have 8 gig in total, but I bet there's only a single stick. There should be a 1 TB hard drive in here. So let's take a look. Comes up very, very easily, very nice. And in first impressions, yep, we have a mechanical hard drive here, so it's going to be really, really slow. And yes, one stick of RAM. And I'm assuming that under here is the 10400F. Looks a little bit dusty. Has extra places for extra fans. Note that you can put these fans anywhere in here anyway, because there's no space. It has a SATA, PCIe SATA drive here, which is the Wi-Fi, as well as an X16 slot. And we also have an X1 PCIe slot here. We have an extra fan header. We have the CPU fan header. And I'm assuming that there's other bits and pieces underneath the hard drive that I cannot see. It does not look like it has... No, it doesn't have an optical drive. That's no problem, don't need an optical drive. I could put one in if I wanted, but what would be the point in today's society where we don't need them? So this should be a 1 TB hard drive. I'm just wondering what sort of drive this actually is. So let's have a quick look and take this out and see what make it is, because hopefully it's going to be relatively nice, easy to use. But it is going to slow down the system considerably, bearing in mind it is mechanical. There will be a second episode to this one where we upgrade the machine. Just waiting for parts to arrive for this upgrade. And then we can take it from there and we can do another upgrade. I will unplug the SATA. Let's have a look what we've got. Oh wow, very tight to get in and out. And this is a Toshiba drive. So this is a Toshiba 1 TB drive. Yep, it's SATA 6, so that's good. I'll just pop this back in here for the fact that we are going to test and turn on this machine for the operating system to function. So we shall line everything up so that I can get it all plugged back in. Oh no, why is it not working properly? Is it because I haven't taken this one out? Probably. That's because I'm an idiot. There we go, let's take that out. Wow, these rubber things really hold on. And I can't get it out. Oh dear. Right, okay, let's line it up. Let's see if we can get at least a screw in there and see what we can do here. Hopefully we can just get one in. That should pull the other side up. Yeah, it does. Fab. So now I can get the other side in. He says. Hey, there we go. Fantastic. I like the fact that we've got the little rubber feet on there to stop vibration. It is a mechanical drive, so we do suffer from vibrations quite a lot. It's not significant to make the drive malfunction or anything, but yeah, that's what we've got there. So I'm just going to have a quick peek under here. Let's see if we actually have a 10400. Oops. It's going to be one of them days today. The fan is a little bit dirty, but I do have plans to actually upgrade this fan to something else. Fantastic, fantastic. So we'll just lift that up. I shall get some cleaning materials to clean it with. Let's have a look what we've got in here. Yes, we do have an i5 10400. Fantastic. It's not the F version, but it doesn't really matter as long as it's functioning correctly. I'll just put a dab of thermal paste on there before I actually put that down. I always use the MX4 from Arctic because it's really good thermal paste. Yes, I know I haven't really done anything with the fan, but like I say, I am going to replace the fan, so I don't care at this point. It's just enough so that we've got contact on there. Let's line these up, get these on. Fabulous. And oh, there we go. Like I say, I am going to replace the fan on this machine due to the fact that it's not that good, to be fair, and really we could do with a better fan on just to make it function a bit more better, for the fact that reducing the heat tends to help quite significantly when it comes to utilizing machines all day, every day, especially in an office environment. We are going to get to the nitty-gritty of what's underneath here when we get to the upgrades, but for now, let's power this on and see what diseases it came with. So I'll just get on to powering that up. Okay, so just going to power this on. Press the power button and I'll press delete and see where we go as far as memory is concerned. As you can see, the Acer splash screen appearing nicely in BIOS. So yes, we have an Acer Aspire XC-895. It does have the correct time, fantastic. It does have 8 gigs, it does have a 10400 running at 2.9 gigahertz. Let's have a look, see what else we've got on here. Brilliant. So we've got audio on there, good. We've got a Toshiba 1 terabyte hard drive. We have a gigabit network controller on here, good. Let's see what the health is. Fans running, temperatures 38 degrees C, 100 degrees Fahrenheit for you American folk out there. We have the encryption, no, we don't need that. Onboard graphics controller, okay. Authentication, security, yep, good, nice. And okay, so let's see what diseases and if there is an actual operating system on here, because I don't know if they've wiped it or anything. If they have wiped it, then I need to install an operating system. If not, let's see what they provide us with. Oh, it does have Windows on it, fantastic. Not sure which version of Windows, but it does have Windows on here. which proves that the operating system is functional at this time. I think that 8 GB of RAM is kind of holding it back just a little bit for the sheer fact that it's taking a while. And it looks like they've reset it back to the out-of-box experience. Fantastic. So, out-of-box experience, let's get this done. So after what seemed like an entire ice age or two, we've actually finally got into the machine. This actually shows how slow this computer really is with a mechanical drive. It does have Windows 11. Let's have a look and see what kind of diseases it's still got on here. Okay, so yeah, we've got the usual games, Kindle, yeah, we've got all the usual suspects on here, including this thing that's popped up, Norton LifeLock. Yay, that will be the first thing to go. So this isn't going to be used just like this, as the wife already has a computer, so therefore what I'm going to do is I'm going to do some upgrades and I'm going to transfer her old operating system onto the new one. I know her old operating system is Windows 10. We may look at upgrading to Windows 11 because she should be able to do that as part of it. So there we go. We actually have a brand new computer for the wife to use. Like I say, we're going to do another episode, at which point we're going to look at all the upgrades that I'm going to do to this. First of all, I'm going to do a little bit of research into what that motherboard is, how it works, the types of things that I can upgrade, etc. Then I'm going to get the parts and then we'll move on from there. So thank you for joining me. If you liked what you saw, please like and subscribe by clicking the little subscribe button and the bell for any notifications. And thank you for joining me.